Look at this accretion disk. Under standard astrophysical models, a singularity consumes whatever crosses its event horizon, adding to its mass. But an anomaly recently entered the orbital plane that entirely ignores this baseline physics. This singularity operates through infection. Touching the object triggers a rapid phase transition, converting the target into a new, self-replicating black hole. Take a look at the massive volume of Jupiter's atmospheric bands. When the infection reached this supermassive gas giant, that entire mass was violently compressed down to the physical dimensions of a standard compact car. The rapid spread tore across the orbital plane, instantly reducing Saturn and its expansive ring system into a secondary singularity no larger than a football. Multiple highly dense singularities now occupy the inner system. Their overlapping gravitational wells make any attempt at physically outrunning the pole mathematically impossible. When a cosmic anomaly replicates exponentially by converting its environment, evasion tactics fail. The solar system is trapped in an unsolvable vacuum. The surviving rocky bodies, forced to abandon their orbits, retreated into absolute isolation to search for a theoretical countermeasure. Historical archives suggest that the quantum signatures of these gas giants persist within a higher dimensional universe, even as their physical shells collapse into singularities. Accessing that data from across the event horizon requires flipping the singularity's physical state. Reversing the spin, or angular momentum, of the black hole provides the necessary kinetic trigger to invert the gravitational flow. Survival now relies on weaponizing orbital mechanics to break the physical laws of the anomalies themselves. This diagram illustrates a black hole's angular momentum. The high-speed rotational vectors seen here dictate the singularity's structure and sustain its viral properties. Disrupting this spin requires introducing an immense opposing mechanical force, stirring the anomaly against its natural rotation until it destabilizes. When you counter that massive rotational energy, the vortex doesn't smoothly slow down. It snaps to a dead stop, shuddering under the immense physical strain before tearing itself in the exact opposite direction. Overcoming a self-replicating cosmic cycle demands the introduction of a kinetic variable so disruptive it shatters the system's baseline physics. As angular momentum definitively locks into reverse, the visual and physical properties of the anomaly mutate. The entity crosses a strict theoretical threshold. Because its thermodynamic properties are now perfectly inverted, it can no longer consume matter. It becomes a white hole, a theoretical cosmic object that operates as the exact gravitational opposite of a singularity. The dense points of absolute blackness detonate into massive shock waves of blinding light, aggressively repelling everything in their vicinity. This is the tactical use of thermodynamic inversion, maintaining the anomaly while forcing it to operate as a repellent. This inversion triggers an immediate chaotic reaction. A white hole must violently expel every ounce of matter the original black hole consumed over millions of years. The volume of this expelled mass is nearly incomprehensible. It is the equivalent of millions of gas giants suddenly materializing directly inside the inner solar system. This diagram demonstrates the immediate impact. A sudden influx of clustered mass instantly warps, stretches, and shatters the delicate gravitational balance of the planetary orbits. The ironies of orbital mechanics are severe. Escaping absolute annihilation triggered a slow death by gravitational crushing from infinite cosmic debris. The remaining rocky planets completely lack the mass and energy required to clear this sudden cosmic junkyard on their own. This situation forces a highly paradoxical countermeasure. They must actively summon and introduce a new, standard black hole into the system to consume the excess matter generated by the white hole. Look at this continuous flow loop. These anomalies function as a contracted logistic supply chain, where matter violently expelled by the white source is immediately caught and smoothly siphoned into the accretion disk of the black source. Enduring in an escalating universe requires the maintenance of this perpetual loop, balancing total destruction with constant creation.